Hi.
Hi. My hair looks like a mess. I didn't even look at it to see if it was brushed.
Hi, Lori. Hello, hello. We're just going to wait a minute until Shauna pops on, and then we'll go ahead and get started. But tonight's going to be a fairly quick call because we only have a 40-minute limit, and the call started early. Someone hopped in early. So the timer, I don't even know when the timer would have started. Not Kathy. Sherry, is it snowing?
Is it what?
Is it snowing where you are?
Don't say that bad word. No snow here.
Hi, Shauna. What up, Shauna Holt?
I had to dump my whole purse out to find my headphones.
Oh no.
And then it said waiting. I was just sitting here waiting, and I don't know why.
Oh, that's weird. Kathy and Lori, if you are in a place where you're able to turn your cameras on, we would love to see you. I don't know if any of the other sisters in the chat, I didn't go back to look. I didn't know if anyone said that they were planning to attend today, so I don't know if we need to wait another second. But
I know
Shauna,
Melanie said she was calling in, though.
Because I was saying right before you hopped on, I'm not sure when the call would have started. I think someone hopped on just a little bit early, so the timer would have started. So we're gonna probably get sprung with a 10-minute warning. Okay. There's your beautiful face, Lori. How are you?
Okay, I really don't know how to use this.
That's okay. We all went through the learning curve. And I feel like every single time we do one of these calls, we have some kind of a technical difficulty. So you're fine.
Yeah.
Shauna, can you type in the chat and ask Melanie if she is hopping on? Because I want to go ahead and get us started.
Okay.
So while you ladies are waiting, we've got one sister that definitely said she was coming, so we were going to try and give her just a second, but I don't want us to wait too long. I want us to respect your time as well. And for those of you watching the replay, thank you for coming back and circling back around and watching with us. My name is Jenny, and I'm one of the coaches here in the Sisterhood. We started this group, I think, back in June, July or August. I can't remember which one, but every month we just have such a great time getting to know all of the new people, and we love doing these groups. We see lots of women break through some hurdles that they've had for years, break through some past things that they've had that have been holding them back from hitting their goals, and we've seen a lot of success in this group. And I think that if you guys had a chance to go through and look around in the group, you'll notice that something that we offer that a lot of other groups don't offer is we have an amazing sense of community. We've got such a unique atmosphere that a lot of other weight loss groups do not offer. So if you ladies have not had a chance to go through the group and to look around at the different posts and see how we do things, we encourage you to do so before we remove you guys on Monday morning. you will notice that every day there are 2 posts that go up. We have a coach post on a various topic, and the sisters are to answer a question or comment something. And then there's an accountability post where they talk about their sweaty selfies as well as their food of the day. So every day you have the opportunity to earn at least 5 points, sometimes more. But the whole point of what we offer is that we want you to be accountable with yourself, but you also are showing up for all of the other ladies as well. So we have a group chat. You ladies in the sneak peek are a part of a sneak peek chat, but our sisters have their own chat as well, and that's where they offer a lot of support and different deeper levels of community in there. I think that's why we're so unique too. So when they check in a chat, they get points for that. They also get points for a weekly challenge that starts every Sunday, and you have to do something I think this last week, was it loving your sister or tagging your sister? I can't remember what the last one was.
You talking about for the weekly or the bonus?
Yeah, I can't remember what the weekly one was.
The weekly one was inviting this week.
Oh, yeah. So this one was a unique situation because you were able to earn as many points as possible. And the whole thing with the points is you're kind of like in competition with yourself to see if you can beat the points you had last week and see if you can maintain a high points, but also to see if you can get bragging rights to be the top points earner. And then at the end of the month, we will offer a big grand prize to the sister that got the most points. So, hi, Beth. I think that's Melanie, too, that's called in. I'm not sure. You guys are welcome to unmute and chime in at any point. So I just wanted to give the ladies that are here in the sneak peek just a brief overview of what we do. I don't want to go too much into that. And then Sherry, if you are prepared, I will give it to you so you can give the announcements.
Okay. Well, first I want to introduce myself. My name is Sherry. I'm one of the coaches here, and I have a family of 4, 2 grandkids, and I'm on the journey as well to lose weight. So the announcement is, back in January, we had what we call is similar to the Biggest Loser Challenge. So, but we call it, remind me if I say it right, but it's the Shrinking Sisters Challenge. Is that right? Okay, so we will go basically about your percentage. So basically we go by your percentage, and what happens is it's going to start next month, and everybody just needs to, who wants to participate. You do not have to do this, but if you would like to do this or participate, it would be $5 in, and also the coaches will chip in $5 as well. And it's for the whole month.
So the way we would verify that would be that you take a picture in the beginning, and we'll have a secret code word, and you'll have a picture, and you'll submit it to us privately, and then we'll do that at the end. So there's 6 of us coaches, so the pot immediately is going to start at $36 or $30. $6 times 5 is 30. $30. So you're automatically going to be $25 richer. So I just wanted to piggyback on what Sherry had said. You're very welcome. So we will start that on April the 1st and end that on, I have no idea how many days are in April, but we'll do it for the entire month.
Are you
Thank
guys
you,
able
Sherry.
to hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me?
Yes.
This is Kathy. Oh, okay.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi,
Are you
Hi.
able to turn your camera on?
Yeah, I'm not sure how to do it.
You should be able to just tap your screen, and then at the bottom left it should say start video or...
Switch to active speaker.
Melanie, I can't hear you, but let me see if I can unmute you on my end. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, Melanie. You're good.
Yay.
Yay.
I was pushing the unmute button, but it wasn't working.
Oh, weird. All right, so Sherry just shared an announcement. We'll also put that in the group in case anybody missed that. And then Shauna we will turn that over. Was that the only announcement we had? I think it was. Yes? No? Yeah. Okay. All right, Shauna, I'll turn it over to you.
And this is just introducing myself. I think we have somebody
Yeah, and
else
then-
that just joined too. So if you tap your screen, you should be able to click video and it'll show us your pretty face. Anyway, I'm Shauna Holt. I'm one of the coaches, one of the leaders in the group. And I'm a stay-at-home mom, full-time coach. I have 8 kids, 9 grandkids. I actually just got to see 3 of them this week with my oldest daughter when she came to visit. But I think what we want to do is introduce, Kirsten's on now too, so Kirsten can introduce herself. She's another leader. Kirsten?
Yeah, just take a second and tell us who you are so they can see you.
Hi, my name's Kirsten. I am a full-time assistant store manager at a bank, as well as a coach in this group. I also am a mom to a almost 14-year-old. He'll be 14 next month. So busy life, but I'm excited to help you guys out and love seeing the progress you've been making.
Yay! And then we have, who are we missing? We're missing Kay. She was not able to make it on tonight. She's another one of our coaches. And then we have Amanda. They are 2 coaches within our little team that we run this group with, but they were unable to make it tonight. So I think what we wanted to do tonight was just, I think it would be helpful. Melanie, are you in a place you can talk?
Yes.
Okay, so what we want to do first.
You haven't
Mel-
introduced yourself yet either.
Oh, I didn't? Oh, hi guys, I'm Jenny. I'm one of the coaches here. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I have 2 little ones. They are 2 and 5. And like Sherry had mentioned about herself, I am on a journey for weight loss as well. But I tend to like to coach others more than I like to coach myself. So you will see me talk a lot to you guys and not so much listen to myself, but that's just all part of the learning curve, right? So I don't know what else you want me to say about that, Shauna, but that's that. So what we want to do, Melanie, if you could go first, and then Beth, since you guys are already in the sisterhood, we would just love to hear your experience, why you came in the group, and what kind of successes or victories that you have seen so far. So Melanie, if you want to speak on that first.
Okay. I came into the group last summer mostly because when you're on this journey, if you don't have people around you that are also doing it, they get tired of listening to you talk about it, or they don't want to talk about it, or they don't understand the struggles that you're having. So I like the fact that I'm able to talk to other ladies who are on the same journey and understand the things that you go through. And I also was very impressed with Shauna's workouts. And watching the videos that she did. So that impressed me and giving me ideas of what to do to work out myself. And success-wise, March 29th will be 2 years. I've been working on losing weight. I've lost 310 pounds so far.
Amazing.
So,
Yay, good job. It's awesome.
Would you feel comfortable, Melanie, maybe sometime tonight putting up your transformation photo in the group so that everybody can see it?
yeah, I can do that again.
I would love for the sneak peekers to be able to see that pop up. And even for our new sisters, we've got some people that may not have seen that. But you are amazing, Melanie, and we love seeing your posts come up, and you're always very supportive of the others. And I think you touched on something very important, and that is the fact of having other people to do this along with. I think the idea of losing weight is daunting enough, but when you're with people to do it with you and that are experiencing it and know the struggles and know how to talk you off the ledge, that makes a big difference too. So thank you for speaking.
Yes, it does.
And thanks for hopping on. All right, Beth.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I
those
didn't
of
hear.
you who don't know, Beth is my sister-in-law.
Oh, I didn't know that. I can't hear you, Beth, though. I see your lips moving, but I don't hear you.
Maybe you need to unmute her too.
Well, it doesn't have the little icon that she's muted. I don't know if it's something with her mic or what. Do you have earbuds, Beth? Maybe earbuds? No. Maybe hop out and come back in? Okay. All right, Beth is going to do that.
Stupid light.
That's all right. It's very angelic, Kathy.
It's murder.
So while we're waiting for Beth to hop on, have you, Lori and Kathy, had a chance to look around and see how we do things in the group and see kind of how the postings go?
Yeah, I was looking around today a lot, and I saw a lot of different things that you guys were doing. It's very helpful and interesting.
Oh, good. What about you, Lori? Did you get a chance to do any scrolling?
Yeah, I was scrolling through too, and it was interesting to see how you make a point of being accountable every day for what you eat and what you exercise.
Yeah. That's definitely the key, because if you are doing it secretively or you're doing it behind the scenes, it's not to shame or to degrade you in any way. It's just meant for you to be aware of what's going on in your world. And also, Melanie, we have dubbed as kind of like the recipe giver outer in the group, because she's always so creative with her foods. And it's through those accountability posts when we're seeing her food of the day and we're saying, hey, what is that on your plate that looks really good? Tell me how you made it. It's a really great way to get ideas. I know that the group can be kind of overwhelming at first if you're not used to that sort of thing, because it appears as though there's a lot of posts that go up. But once you fall into the groove and you see what kind of a system we do, it's really easy to catch on. And there's no right or wrong. Go ahead.
The manager at the gym I go to calls me Betty Crocker.
It's true. You're like a genius with food. And that says a lot about your weight loss, because that's where, most of the weight loss happens is in what we eat, not just how much we work out. It's with our food too. So you've really mastered your nutrition side of things. You've done a great job.
I had a stuffed acorn squash with steamed broccoli for dinner tonight.
That sounds yummy.
That does sound
It
good.
was pretty good.
You'll have to post how you made it.
I can do that. I can post the recipe.
All right, Beth, you want to give it a little test? Oh, I don't hear anything.
Is that any better?
Yes.
Well, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It was like an angel just started to speak.
Okay. That's one way to think of it.
Oh.
I don't know about that one. Although I just lost you guys.
Oh, no.
I can't see you. There you are.
Yay. All right, so.
Hi, I'm Beth, and I joined in January after another sneak peek.
And I have watched Melanie over the last 2 years change her body and change her way of thinking. And I thought, she's doing something that's really helping her. Let's see what I can do. I kind of ignored this I need to lose weight issue. Imagine what you don't look at, and then you can know. I found all of the posts and all of that overwhelming. One part is because Facebook's not my friend, or I'm not a friend of Facebook. But the other part was I didn't really know what to post and what not to post, and just following along. And I found that going ahead and just posting, just do it, and it makes a difference. Knowing that I'm going to be posting later makes me think twice.
I love that you said that, because I think that it's just our nature as women. We don't want to be wrong in things. And the fact that you had said that you didn't know what to put and what not to put, but that you kind of gave up that way of thinking and just did it anyway. Did you feel like when that happened that you started seeing success a little more too?
I started making different decisions, so yes.
Yeah. I think that's
considering my choices.
Yeah, that's a really big nugget there that you just touched on. And I'm glad you said that, because I think that we have a lot of people in the group, and some post and some don't post, just for various reasons. But those that see the most success are the ones that are accountable with themselves the most. So I'm really glad that you said that, because that's a big part of it. And Melanie has a very amazing mindset, and she's definitely a good role model for everyone in this group. So I appreciate that you shouted her out for that. So thank you very much for sharing that.
Melanie's come a long ways. Very impressive. I'm very proud of her.
Thank you, Beth.
How are you related? What's the marriage situation?
She married my brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're not like outlaws. My sister-in-law's in the group too, but we married brothers, so we're just the outlaws. But you're like really bonded because that's your brother.
That's my brother, and he's the one closest to me. I have three of them. We're all 4 years apart. One was 12 years.
What's really funny is Beth's other brother married a Melanie too. So I'm Paul's Mel and she's Mick's Mel.
Oh, that's funny. Well, so I love it.
So you might find another Melanie Fowler on there, on Facebook.
Yeah, it's pretty funny because once we actually got their insurance bill for their trailer, they're like, no, that's the other Melanie.
Wrong Melanie. Oh, that's funny.
You got the wrong Melanie Fowler.
That's funny. Well, I'm glad you guys are doing this together. It makes a big difference when family can do it together. So I'm glad y'all are on the journey together. So thank you both of you for sharing. And then just what I want to do now with Kathy and Lori, since you guys are just testing out the waters and seeing how things are going. Number one, I want to commend you for being here, because it's probably awkward when you don't know a lot of people to come on a video conference kind of thing like this, and you don't know what to expect. So a big kudos to you guys for coming on tonight, because that's a pretty big deal. And what I would like to hear from you, if you're comfortable sharing, if not, it's okay. It's totally up to you. What made you, well, number one, who invited you here? How did you hear about it? And then number two, why are you here? What was it about the sisterhood that interested you in seeing what it is we do? So Lori, I'll just have you go first since you're the farthest on my screen, and then Kathy, if you wouldn't mind sharing.
Okay. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I had done a program that Shanna had offered before, and I guess they've just reached the point where it's time to do something. I'm not being successful on my own or with local programs, and I am on Facebook all the time, so I thought maybe this would be the ideal place for me to lose the weight and get my act together.
Well, good. We're very glad to have you here. Welcome to the sneak peek. We hope to see you in the sisterhood full time
Thank
very,
you.
very soon. Kathy, would you be open to sharing?
Okay, I'm Kathy. Sure. I saw Shanna talked about Martha and I saw her do the sneak peek and the shrinking pants. And I want to do it is because I was in a TOPS program once before, and it was very beneficial to have everybody there and weighed and we were accountable, and we had fun doing it. We'd have like little I don't know, like people would bring little to-dos and stuff for prizes, and then if we lost a certain amount of weight, we'd get certificates and stuff. So it was really made it really worth it, and it was really nice to have somebody else that's in the group the same as you are.
Well, welcome. We are very glad to have you. And we have a couple other ladies that do TOPS too. I know Barb is really into it, and I think Jerry is too, right? So I think both of you ladies, we hope to see you in here full time. You will find that there are a lot of other ladies that you'll have things in common with, and you'll make some really good friendships in here. The chat that we have going, the one that you're in right now, it's just kind of for us to share like announcements or important information. But the one that we have that's permanent, that runs all the time, that's really where the bonding happens. So like when somebody's really struggling, the example I always say is if you see a bag of M&Ms or a Reese peanut butter cup on the counter and you really don't want it, but you feel like you're on the edge and you're about to go tackle it, just come into the chat, because you've got sisters. There's like 20 of us in the group. There's always someone available at any given moment. They'll be able to talk you off that ledge. And if your goal is to not have that Reese peanut butter cup and you're about to give in, we'll help you not do that. So we want all of you to have shrinking pants. I know it's kind of funny and it's punny, but that's the goal I think that every single person in this group has. We all have that in common. So you are definitely not alone there. And some of us are actually doing a cleanse right now, and I think we can all agree that we are feeling our pants shrink as we speak. Any of you coaches have anything
Yeah, I've
else?
read a little bit about that detox.
It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. My biggest regret is that I didn't start it sooner, because I was very skeptical and I didn't want to do it. I don't want to take up too much time to talk about it, but I will say that if anybody has any doubts or any preconceived notions about detoxes or cleanses, just eliminate those right away, because this is unlike anything that you've ever done before. It's not one where you have to run to the toilet every 5 minutes. You're on no restricted diet whatsoever. There's an approved list that's recommended, but there's no one, smacking you on the wrist. But it's all about healing your gut. And so we want you to heal. It's all a mind, body, soul experience. So we want you to feel it from the inside out. And I can say for myself personally, I am like a much happier, much more tolerant, much more forgiving person having been on this cleanse. And it's only been 6 days. And my mom had said something to me earlier yesterday or today. She said, "Did you have any of your miracle juice? Because I really need you to get some things done for me." And I was like, okay, I'll make sure that happens. So I highly recommend it for everyone, because you'll feel like a much better version of yourself. But I don't want to get into that because I don't know if the thing's going to cut us off. I haven't seen a timer pop up at all yet. But do any of you coaches have anything else you want to add or discuss while we have the ladies on the call?
Did we talk about the Saturday forum? I can't remember.
No. Was I supposed to have numbers to share?
No, we're not over yet.
Okay.
But I was just saying that the Saturday forum, I didn't know if you explained to the honorary sisters about what the Saturday forum is for all that we do on Saturdays.
Oh, good idea. Okay. So what we used to do in the past is we used to have this electronic form that you used to have to submit every single day. And it would have your points. It would have your just accountability things like struggles, foods you ate, all sorts of things. But we decided to give you guys a little more independence and freedom with that. So we've changed it, and it's no longer a daily form. It's now a weekly form. It's just a basic form. You track your points throughout the week, and you put your total number of points on there. You put your stats. So like if you lost weight or inches, you put it on there. You put your goals if you reach those, your struggles, and I think some other things. And those are due every Saturday. So you'll see like today's post, it says Saturday because we're punny like that. Shauna, were you about to say something? No. They were saying something. So every Saturday those are due, and then on Sunday we tally up the points, and then we announce the winner for the week, those are for like the bragging rights types of things. And then at the end of the month we'll tally up all of the points and we'll announce the grand prize winner for the month. So for you ladies that are with the sneak peek, and anybody watching this replay with the sneak peek, make sure you go to that welcome post. Did we already do the drawing for that?
That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow? Oh, okay. Go to the welcome post and introduce yourself. There are 5 questions to answer, and you will get yourself in a drawing for 2 free weeks here in the Sisterhood. So anybody that's on this call, do you guys have questions for us, or do you have anything you want to discuss? Maybe a struggle or something positive you want to share before we say goodbye?
I have a positive thing. The other day, I spilt my berries on my pants at work, and I always keep an extra pair of pants in my cupboard just in case one of the kids gets sick or, gets me dirty and I need to change. And so I went to throw those on, and so I could throw my other pants in the washer, and they were falling off of me. They were so big. Like literally, I was holding them up all the way up to my chest just to keep them from falling off of me. Luckily, I had another pair out in my car because I wouldn't have been able to wear those at all at work.
Wow.
I would have had to have one hand holding my pants up all day long.
That's amazing. Do you remember the last time you wore those?
Probably like 2-3 months, maybe a little bit more. Probably a little more. I'm not sure.
Wow.
I don't know when I stuck them in there, but they're a size 2X, and they were literally falling off of me. Because now, in leggings I'm in an extra large, and in pants 16s are getting too big for me.
Wow.
So.
If you still have those pants handy, I would love to see those on you with you like showing how much room you've got now. Because that's a that's a big deal.
I could have my husband take a picture of me and tonight when we get home. We're gonna go see the Mercy Me movie.
I want to see that.
Yeah, we're going to the 7:30 showing of that, so that's why you're hearing my door shut, because we're getting in the car to drive down to the theater.
You got a lot to do tonight. After you get home from that, you got to share your transformation, and you got to share your shrinking pants photo. So we'll remind you in the chat so you don't forget.
Okay.
So, thank you for sharing that, Melanie. That's wonderful. We're really proud of you.
Thank you.
All right. So, ladies, thank you so much for hopping on. We appreciate you taking the time. For those of you whose faces we can see, if you wouldn't mind just smiling, I'm just going to take a quick picture. Cheese. All right. Thank you so much, ladies. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and good luck in the drawing. We hope to see you guys very, very soon. Have a good night, everybody.
Nice to meet everybody.
You too.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.